Hi, sweet friends, and welcome to my front porch. So I have been working here on the porch, and I've been sharing all those videos in my weekly vlogs. But now the rest of the videos will be in one video, this one, and at the end, I'll share with you a porch tour. Here's the starting point of the porch. This has been a lot of work getting to this point. I need to deadhead those lilies. Everything has been potted, added soil to, added Miracle-Gro to, water, just completely taken care of. Everything that I'm showing y'all right now. Lots of new growth here. We're seeing, I added this new little area right here to put plants on. My succulents. Everything's been washed down. Here's some more. These are all going to be put in macrame. The ones in the dark gray pots. Here's my little junk garden. I got some new pots for out here, so I'll be repotting these succulents. Lilies were my grandmother's when we moved here and bought the home. The bulbs were in the ground, and I just repotted them in this plant many years ago, and they bloom each year. They're beautiful. Little trim, got those all cleaned up. Yucco. I love to use scissors for any kind of plant doing. Just work out perfect for me. The first thing I'm going to work on this evening is repotting these succulents. So these were wild and crazy, but I cut them down and just stuck them in the dirt because I knew I was going to be repotting them. These are some pots that I got at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 several years ago. They're all faded out now, and so I'm going to get some new pots for them, which I already have. I picked these pots. They are Target brand. They were originally $5 at Target, but I got them several years ago at Dirt Cheap for $1 each. And so that's what I'm going to use in my junk garden this year. They do have the rubber stopper on them. I punched out the stopper, and I cut me a length of this. This is sheetrock, like joint tape. Like you would, wherever you butt your sheetrock up to, you put this, and then you put the mescla over it, like the, oh, I don't know how you call it in English, but like the joint compound, I guess, mescla. I don't know what we call it. But anyway, so that's what I have right here. And it keeps the dirt from just running out through the hole. Y'all hear the birds? I feel like I'm in the movie The Bird right now. My goodness. They're so angry. They're just, I don't know what they're doing, but they're just really chattery. Here's the one I just potted. Here's the next one. I kind of hate to mess with it, but it's just a mess. It honestly is just out of control. So I'm going to repot it. Here weighs a ton, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm out of breath just carrying it. Look at this. It's huge. I feel sad. Repotting it. What I got done today. Got the junk garden repotted. Got the ducks put in their little pond. Got all the extras put in this big pot that I said was so heavy. I just moved the whole thing over here. I thinned it out some, planted some more in the middle right there, and we're gonna let it ride out the summer right there. Put a few new ones in here to kind of help fill that out. This one's just full of little babies. The two big pots, well, it's three, but one of the pots was doubled. I think it had broken. I just popped it into another pot. Anyway, this is all the extra. And then the Wandering Jew I took out of this, so I'll just probably throw this away. It's really faded and ugly. Little bird here on the porch. Today is a beautiful day in South Texas. A little windy. We got a little cool front last night, and so it is beautiful today. My first project for today is to save this ponytail palm. So this was right outside the door at the church, and I asked if I could bring it home and try to save it, and so they gave it to me. I'm super excited to get this thing repotted, replanted, and bring some new life into it. I got this beautiful new pot at the Dollar Tree for $5. I think it's gonna work out great. I didn't really get to film me repotting the ponytail palm. My phone was almost dead. I had to take it in the house and charge it. But here's all the junk that I cut off of it. And when I pulled it out of the pot, out of the basket that it was in, $45. And I'm sure it was marked up from there. This is probably the pot that it came in to the flower shop. Pretty sure it was probably from a funeral. I don't know that for a fact, but probably was, and I'm sure it cost a lot more than $45. She is in her new home. I did a read up on her, and it says she does like a lot of sun, and so I think she'll be perfect right there. That is a new spot that I created this year. Brought those big cement stones from the backyard, and be able to get a couple of more plants on here with her. Got her all trimmed up, and I'll get her watered this evening. Got my little DIY projects done. Got my little solar lights hot glued into my candelabras. These are the Dollar Tree lights. You just pop this piece off and put a little hot glue in there to hold them in place. Got a little lantern there. There they are. They're gonna look really cool on the porch. My filming is kind of running together, and I don't know what I've talked about honestly in this video, but I shared with y'all these pots that I was replanting some plants in. They were originally Target dollar spot for $5. I got them at dirt cheap for $1. That same day I also got these fun plant stands, and they were $5 Target dollar spot, but I got them for $1, and I got 2 different sizes, so you can do the plants either way. But I'm gonna whitewash them. They look better whitewashed. In my previous clip I said whitewash, I meant white wax. These have been white waxed. This one needs to be white waxed. It's just been, you know, aged on the porch, and I'm just gonna wax over that. I'm not gonna clean it or anything. That's why these are a little bit darker, and these are brand new, so we'll see how they look after I white wax. I forgot to show y'all. So this is the one that's been aged on the porch, and I just white waxed over it, and this is the one that was brandy new. Got all the shelves wiped down, ready to decorate. Got a little shepherd's hook right there for a lantern that I have. I watered all the plants, so they'll be good, and the porch has been washed down. Created a little fairy garden over here. Waxed these for the junk garden. Repotted that fern into one of those gray pots. Those gray pots are really nice from the Dollar Tree. I did some other things, but I don't want to share with you everything that I did, because I wouldn't have had nothing to share with you at the end of the video. But a little recap. Been out here several hours working on things. I just love how green all the plants are, how they're filling in. They're doing so good. The junk garden, I have some boards that the neighbor cut for me, and they're gonna go under these pots. I think it's gonna help them stand out a lot better than they are right now. They're kind of just blending into the cinder blocks. Here are the boards. I painted them with a latex, just regular paint in tricorn black, and then I white waxed them with the paint that y'all saw me using yesterday. Look, it's so much better on the boards, kind of helps them pop. Next time I'm at Dollar Tree, I do need to get some of the clear like water catchers, because I don't want it to rot my boards when I water. That water staying underneath the plants planter pots. I think it looks good. I love the little junk garden here. Just a fun little space. I did spray for weeds. Kind of got to keep up with that. Yeah, I don't want to have to weed this with the weed eater. I'd rather it just be, you know, here where I can just run through with the mower. So anywhere that's close, here I've sprayed. And then I can weed it by hand once everything dies and keep up with it just by spraying. Here's a look at the porch. Next time you see it, it's going to be all decorated. I got everything put where I want it. And next is just to put all the decorations out. Just for the fun of it, I have this pot. I don't have a plant to go in it. So I thought I would create a little fairy garden. I have this bin of things that I've had for a very long time. And I never created a fairy garden with any of it. But I thought, you know what? Today's the day I'm gonna create a fairy garden. I'm gonna create the garden, and then I'm gonna go outside and cut me some succulents and fill in the gaps. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but these are the things I'm gonna work with. I think these right here, the fan and the two little chairs and that camper will probably be my starting point, but we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. Some fresh soil, but not without first spilling it everywhere. Out to my succulents and cut 5 out to use in the little fairy garden. I think it turned out cute. Before I start decorating, I thought I would just share with y'all some of the things that I pick up at the thrift stores. So any kind of little critters, garden angels. I have a Madonna there. Fun birds, little vintage pixies. That armadillo is fun for Texas. I also pick up these ceiling fan bulbs. These are great for the solar lights. Ended up with one more pot that I didn't have any plants for. I just had these succulents laying in it. So I made a mushroom, a fairy garden. Things I wanted to share with y'all are these little step lights. I got these off of Temu last year before last. I can't remember. I've had them for a while. They came with screws and they came with like foam tape, but I didn't really want to use the screws because I didn't want them to put holes in my wood. So I used some of the space tape and cut it in half. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's how much the lights were when I got them from Temu. You get 4 of them, so kind of spendy. I used this space tape. You get it at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. It's pretty thick, you see. So I just cut a length of it that matches the length that I need for the little light, and then I cut it in half and stacked them on each other. So it's double stick tape, and I'm just gonna put them in 4 places here on the porch, see how they work. Porch is now complete, guys, and I'm super excited to share it with y'all. Here is the first section of the porch, which is usually always my favorite. This year I added magnolia leaves up there with the yellow garland. That fun bumblebee I found at a thrift store last year. Coming down, just a big fern. A vintage lemon topiary, a little, this is a ceiling fan bulb with a solar light. Recently, I found the little angel. I love her patina. Earlier in the video, y'all saw me creating this candelabra. Snake plant. Here on the bottom, I have another solar light. Some little pixies, and a milk glass bowl full of lemons, and then this asparagus fern, and I added a few little fairy garden themed items in it. And I have this cross that was my neighbor's. He made that, and I always keep that right there on my porch. The next area to share with y'all is the seating area. I have this black and white striped rug. It is a Target rug, a vintage chair that I stained Kona, a fun yellow Hello Summer pillow. My theme here on the porch is yellow, so bumblebees and lemons. If I had some sunflowers, they could be out here as well. A shelf that I picked up from my great-great-grandparents' home, and I painted it. So I'll be looking for some little things to put on it this year. Here in the bottom to help stabilize it, I have a large piece of petrified wood. In this rocking chair, I have it painted, and the yellow pillow is a Walmart pillow that I got about 3 seasons ago, and it is held up beautifully. And then this cute little bumblebee teddy bear that I picked up recently at the thrift store. It is so cute. Coming around, a green chair with a metal bucket for my water hose. I have up here my Corinthian bell that my friends gave to me after my mom passed away, and then a piece of macrame plant hanger with a pothos in it. Here is my succulents. This side of the porch gets all the sun, and I always put my succulents over here. This one I added some bigger succulents, and it's just full of baby succulents. I'm not sure how that happened, but it did. A fun bird and a little turtle with a pixie, pixie. Those are all thrifted. More succulents. A frosted ceiling fan bulb with a solar light in it. Here on the bottom shelf, I have a couple of vintage planters. This one's fun. The bird here is a Target bird. Some little critters that I thrifted. A green planter vintage, and another green vintage planter. On this side of the porch, I have the new ponytail palm that I shared with y'all earlier in the video. A vintage like pot warmer. I put a glass bulb on it. It is a piece of a lamp, I believe. I got that at a thrift store. This plant, it's a red wing, I believe. I can't remember. It's got it in a big pot. This one is a autumn fern. We end up having to buy at least 2 new ferns. This year I did not. My ferns actually filled in really good. So here's one of them, and I have another one right there. If I ever have to replace anything, I usually replace those 2 and get brand new ones. But I think they're filling in really well this year. A pothos, another big fern, an asparagus fern here, a little garden angel. I'm not sure what that is. I can't remember, but it is coming back. It was almost dead, but it's coming back. I have a metal shelf there that I thrifted with a snake plant here on the top and a little snail on the bottom. Another one of my larger ferns. Medium-sized fern there. Next section, a foxtail that's doing really well right now. A big asparagus, some more of those, 2 more ferns on a T-post digger or fence post digger, I'm not sure. Let's see, back here is just some succulents. A peace lily from my mother's funeral, a little baby fern, a Texas stepping stone. We used to have 2 of those, one broke. We just have 1 left. Next up is one of my favorite things about the porch, and it is this tree limb with my macrame on it. I absolutely love that. So I have a pothos, an ivy, a banana succulent, another ivy, and a pothos. Here on the bottom I have 2 fairy gardens, another light, glass bulb light, a Madonna, a collection of terracotta pots, an airplane plant, I believe, the yellow bird. I love her. She is an Avon piece that I thrifted, a candelabra. I have a pencil cactus, another airplane plant, an angel, a little owl, another snake plant. I have an insulator, a armadillo. Many years ago I found this cooler on the side of the road, and I just use it for a variety of different sticks and stuff like that, but I usually try to hang a pothos in it. So there's my pothos for this year. Sewing machine bottom with a wood top on it. Sometimes if I have plants that aren't doing so well, I will put them there, and it helps them. Let me see. I have an aloe vera here. Coming around is my junk garden. I didn't do much with it last year, but I think it turned out good this year. It's kind of a low maintenance thing. I just shared this with y'all. I did put a guardian angel right there, some duck decoys in a little pond. I think these two here were my dad's. An old metal basket and some buoys, I think maybe. A little collection of lanterns, an old window, and then this little ladder that I built out of sticks from the yard. And then right here I have my grandmother's lilies, and I purchased one of the little solar lanterns from the Dollar Tree, and instead of using the little post that came with it, I had one of these shepherd hooks from the Dollar Tree, so I put it right there. I would come out here after dark and show you all the solar lights that I have. These 2 lights are a little bit different than any of the other ones that I have, and actually they're the best ones. They have lasted the longest. Got those at the Dollar Tree. Here is my candelabra, and then the ceiling fan globes. I got those 2 match. I have a solar light there in my asparagus plant. This one is the little lantern that I got recently with the little twinkle lights in it. So singing cute. Here's a candelabra, and then my large ceiling fan globe, and the vintage cooler that I shared with y'all that had all the sticks in it. I had this little tiki torch that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I took the torch part out of it and put a solar light, so that's pretty cool there. And then here by my front door are those Temu lights that I got. I have one over here on this stand, but it's spazzing out, I don't know. And then I have one on this side over here that seems to be doing really good. I think this candelabra is my favorite, along with the little lanterns. It for the porch. I am super excited. This has been truly a labor of love. Getting all this done takes a lot of time. If you have been watching my weekly vlogs, you've seen how much time I've spent out here, and I just really enjoy it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, this porch refresh. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, become part of my friends here on YouTube, and I will see each of you in my next video. Bye, guys.